Sega.
What's up? 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 Here we go. Here we go. It's Sunday, and it's time to fight. So on Sunday Night Fights channel, we got Company of Heroes 2 action. We got more action than you can handle today. You're not gonna believe what we have coming up for you guys today. Ipkai, why don't you drop the bomb that you just dropped on me about 20 minutes ago, and let everybody know what they're gonna see later.
Okay, so we've got a very, very interesting, very exciting top 8. Winners top 8, sorry, I should say. It's not the top 8. So the first game we're going to cast today is the SNF Season 5 champion, BartonPL, against Twister.
SNF Barton.
SNF Barton.
Subs can do it. Little SNF, Big B. SNF Barton. Which subs are here? Come on, get your Bartons out. Can you make Barton do the hands up, with the replace the Barton with the wombat or whatever he's called? That would be cool.
And the other 3 games that we'll be showing from the winners bracket, the top 8, is Love Nest versus Cruzy. Then the next one will be Spitfire versus Albus. And then the last one is God is an Astronaut versus Jezelin.
That's not... Oh, yeah. Spitfire and Albus, right? They're down at the very bottom. And then we've got our tourney favorite, Jezelin, versus... Who is an astronaut? He. Capital He.
God.
Capital
He is an astronaut.
Yeah,
right.
Well, that might refer to God. If it's capital He. So... Yes. So we're doing the round of 8, but actually, Ipkai, that wasn't what I hoped you would answer to my question. What is the shocking news that neither of us realized this morning when we woke up? What are we going to see later tonight?
Oh, yes. Today, right? Today,
yeah, right?
The winners finals match.
We're going all the way to the winners bracket finals tonight, you guys. We had no idea that we were going that far. You know, it's a 3-week event. And the schedule says that winners bracket final is tonight. Sivo Spangler's in the chat. Maybe he wants to confirm and clarify that, because that's nuts. We expected that to be at least next weekend, if not the weekend after that. The weekend after that, there's only one day. It's a Saturday, so that'll be the finals. But we expected winners bracket finals to be next week. Maybe Sivo can confirm, because I still don't believe it. But the schedule says winners bracket final is today, and that means that we're going to see a money game, because whoever wins the winners bracket final is guaranteed at least second place. Now remember, these guys are playing for 1,750 euros, and first place is 1,000 euros, a grand. Second place is 500 euros, and third place is 250. So we might see a money game tonight for 500 euros minimum. That will be the winner of the winners bracket will get 500 euros minimum. And actually, Ipkai, correct me if I'm wrong, but the loser of the winners bracket will get 250 minimum, because he can't do worse than third place, right?
Yep.
Even if he goes down to the losers bracket and gets beat again, then he gets third place.
So whoever gets to the winners finals tonight is going to get some money.
Both players.
Yeah,
the winner will get at least 500. The loser will get at least 250. You know what that means, Ipkai? What that means, if we take it back one more round, that means that the winners bracket semifinals, those are money games, because the 2 winners of those, the 2 winners of the round of 4 will get at least 250 guaranteed. So. We are going to see some money games tonight. I hope you guys are excited. The pressure's on the players. It's all best of 3 the whole way through. Double elimination bracket, of course. This is the Alienware Arena Cup, hosted by Sivo and supported by Relic and Sega. And we appreciate all that support. And this event was a surprise. We're thrilled. We're glad to be here. It's hot and sunny in Berlin. How's the weather where you are, Ipkai?
It is sunny, but it's very breezy, so that's why I'm wearing a fleece at the moment. It's actually pretty cold here, where I am living right now. Yeah,
so
no,
hot
I
here.
am serious. I am serious. Right?
Wow.
Where I live, it's a bit high up altitude-wise, so yeah.
Well, I'd
It's a bit
rather be
cold.
cooler right now, and my computer too. I mean, computers don't like heat, so hopefully everything will go. I like what Elhu Gex says. Sorry if I pronounce your name incorrectly, but he says, "Holy fack, 1,000 euros? Yeah, that's right. That's the kind of response I'm talking about." So give us some caps or some SNF Bartons or some Kappa claps, or maybe you have a Twister icon from somebody else's channel. I don't know, but we're gonna go. Oh, Ipkai, you got to talk to him a little bit because I got to set up the overlay.
Okay, so talk about the match. I'll talk about who's playing. Okay, so obviously I already did the introduction of Barton, the former Sunday Night Fights champion for season
The
5.
reigning. Let's
reigning,
put it
not
that
the
way.
former, sorry,
the
the reigning
reigning
champion.
Sunday Night
Who
Fights
is-
season 5 champion. Yes.
Who is a massive fan of soap and is a very pleasant person.
Troll, sucker!
he's-
He's in the chat too. Troll. Now, Barton, you're not allowed to talk. You're not allowed to talk. No spoilers.
But yeah, he's playing, and he's playing against Twister, our 4v4 partner. We play 4v4s with him.
That's
and
right.
Daniel
We play
D.
with he and Daniel D. And Daniel D's off in the NA Cup. You might see him later, way later. I don't know if Rogers is coming on today. I didn't confirm with him, but I'm pretty sure he will.
Yeah. But yeah, Daniel D and Twister, we play 4v4s. But Twister, he lives in France. However, he is from Belarus, and he's a multilingual, talented type of guy. You know, he knows so many different
Speaks
languages.
French,
it's surprising.
English,
French,
Russian, more,
German,
right?
yeah,
A little bit of
He
German.
knows a little bit of German. Yeah, he knows loads of languages, and you know he's a really strong player. Really nice guy as well. You know, if you have any trouble, he will help you out as well. You know, so he's a really nice guy. Probably, I think he got to SNF season 4. I think he got to one of the qualies as well in season 4.
Well, that's
for
when we
COH1.
discovered him. Yeah, in season 4, he got to one of the contender bouts, and he did that awesome picture with his fist, and he had like a boxing glove on, like a training glove, and it was red and black, and then one of our artists like photoshopped Twister across the knuckles, and he was putting that. So that, yeah, like I kind of was like, oh, I like this kid, you know, like from the very first time that I saw that, and then he did this awesome pick for season 5 too, where he's like holding a gun, but nobody got to see that because he never made it to a contender bout, which was a bummer. But okay, let's see. We are ready, folks. Last thing I just want to pimp is that please follow us on Twitch TV. It's the big purple button down there. And if you appreciate what we're doing, which we've been doing for you guys for like 6 years, you can now subscribe to us and float us a little bit of cash for $4.99. You get nothing other than our love, your name on our homepage underneath there, which I update all the time, and you get the Ami Ushanka emote and the SNF Barton emote. And how can you go into viewing this game without being able to spam SNF Barton in chat every time he either messes up or does something fantastic? But that's it. That's all I got. Who's ready to go? Who's ready to get this thing started?
I'm ready. Yeah.
For soup. We'll see you on the flip side. Let's go in game. We are on Langres, and I will be following the champ, Barton. Let me just check the stream. I think everything looks good. Ipkai, if you would like to do the honors, I'm ready when you are.
Okay, so let's unpause in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Excellent. In the blue truck, starting in the north of Langraskaya, we have the reigning Sunday Night Fights Season 5 heavyweight champion of the world. He likes soup. It's Barton from Poland. Was that good? All right, I got to keep it going. And in the south, fighting out of the German corner, wearing the red trunks, representing Belarus/France/Russia, it's Twister.
Okay.
Thank you. Excellent.
Okay, so this is interesting. The Soviets are playing on the north, so I mean, because it's fixed positions, and this cutoff is actually quite tricky to hold on Langriskaya. So just to mention that now, looks like Barton is going for conscript M3.
Wow,
So,
super quick M3.
yeah. So it'll be interesting. We'll see what like Twister can do against this, because I know this is all like the flavor of the month strategy right now.
It
with
sure
the
is.
Soviets. Yeah.
Oh, look at it! Look at it! It just did the Kool-Aid. It did the Kool-Aid, and I got it. I got it beautifully.
Not quite. It needs to be like
fences don't count. It has to be like a wall.
it has to be like a solid like brick wall. You know?
All right. Well, let's see what Barton can do with this. One thing we can pretty much count on Ipkai is that we're going to see excellent micro from both of these players.
Exceptional. Twister is really good. He uses the hotkeys. One of you players that uses hotkeys in this game. When I've seen him play, so that's really good to see. And so he's got some really good unit control. And it's Barton's no slouch either. He's a really good at the execution of this game. With units and whatnot.
And Barton has a ton of tournament experience. He just knows how to win tournament games. I'm sure he's conscious of VP situations. He might have more tournament experience than any other Company of Heroes player in the world.
Yes, I'd think so too. Well, these are the ones I'm playing right now, because Barton, I'm sure he used to play a lot in COH 1 as well. I think he was in Season 3 as well?
I don't, he wasn't like a top player then. Season 3 was Invite, and it was mostly, like Siberian and these guys.
Siberian Platoon, not Siberian.
Siberian Platoon, yes, the Ukrainian player who dominated Company of Heroes for so long. So I don't think Barton was ever invited. In fact, I can remember the first time Barton was ever on SNF was actually, you know what, Ipkai, you pegged it in Season 3. At the end of the season, no, we did a round robin at the end of the season that had Marinez, Guderian, Barton, and Aliash. All like for Guderian, Barton, and Aliash, it was all their first time on the show, and they did a round robin right at the end of the season. And that was the first time we got a pick of Barton. We had all 4 of them up there. I remember it very well.
So it's just like Twister's doing, he's setting up the machine gun, right? And Barton does not want to get in the arcs, because you can see the machine gun does a lot of damage. Oh, and he manages to kill one of them with a Faust. Really, really good start so far.
Oh, that was surprising.
Really good start, but the machine gun does a lot of damage to the half track, so you do not want to be in the arc, because the machine gun got penetration added to it. So that means that it has a high chance of the shots actually dealing damage to the M3. So Twister's doing great. He's actually keeping a lot of his units together as well. So, like, if a Barton does put a flamer inside the M3, he can't get close to that machine gun, because he'll have all these grenadiers here ready to Panzerfaust it as soon as they get in.
I like how Barton has conscripts spread around the green cover. He's kind of, there are guys at all points, but the thing is, when should he pull the trigger, or should he just try to keep Twister contained? Because, obviously the greatest fear for Soviets now is Twister moving in on this cutoff point. He can't allow that. So I wouldn't be surprised if Barton played a little bit conservatively, and didn't try to push these flanks in, until he really has to. Like, if Twister makes a move here, you're going to see a lot of action.
And the issue as well is that Barton's only got 2 conscript squads, and that doesn't give him a lot of capping power as well. And Twister's making this really big effort now just to get this cut-off point. So he's got 3 Grens, he's got an MG now covering. So he's got MGs covering his territory now, and Barton's a bit sort of like hemmed in now.
Oh yeah, Barton. This was not good. Getting the forward conscripts pinned by the 2nd MG. I don't know if he didn't see that, or if he mismicroed it, or if he's just rusty. But like a tip-top shape Barton would not have allowed this pin to happen. These conscripts would have backpedaled or something. They would have soft retreated away before getting pinned. Now he loses that opportunity to come in with that flank. He had to hard retreat those conscripts, but he's still holding his cutoff point, so he's okay. What do you think of Twister's idea to MG nest this center point?
Creates a good hard point, and the only way Barton can actually get rid of it now, because he's gone tier 1. The only way is actually if he gets guards, puts them in half. Oh, lovely! The incendiary rounds just totally just vape that M3.
Oh so man, the sparks were flying.
Yeah.
Look at the double really bet on this MG. He's still got the little
really
incendiary icon on his portrait. Now the cutoff is happening, and this is getting really desperate for Barton. He cannot allow this. He wants to reconnect as soon as possible. As you can see, his entire right side of the map is flashing now. Guards are coming in.
And like I was saying, he can only get guards to deal with his bunker now, or he could have got penals. That was another option he could have used to, deal with the bunker. But
yeah, like when he called the guards in, I was like, is that what you really need right now? There's no 2-2-1 on the field. This bunker is an issue. Although, I mean, Twister's got 3 MGs. So are guards exactly what you want to get against 3 MGs? I mean, and yeah, you're right. Penals might have been a nice choice here. He could have easily ferried them behind this MG. He could have used the hedgerow, thrown a satchel over the hedgerow into that MG bunker, annihilated it in one shot. So perhaps, Barton's not really doing a reactionary build order as he should. Because Twister with 2 MGs and an MG bunker, that kind of strategy, that kind of opening requires adjustments from the Soviets.
Yeah, it does. And as well as that, the M3s actually, the MGs do quite a good job against the M3s. They won't kill them outright, but they do a lot of damage because of the change, the penetration. And also LMGs on Grenadiers also do quite good damage to M3s because they also have penetration on them. And so then they also, have an increased chance of dealing damage. So here comes a 2-2-2 with his autocannon, and is about to probably do a lot of damage to this M3. He won't be able to kill it.
Oh man, and where are Barton's guards? Just on the other side of the map.
Other side.
Oh, and he gets it. Oh, everything's going Twister's way. Barton has reconnected though. I mean, it cost him manpower. So he's been bleeding, and his army, wow, second guard squad called in from Barton. Where are they all hiding? Okay, here's one. Where's the second one? They're just coming out of... Wow, did he rally them wrong? They came out of the back corner of the base. Shouldn't they have come out... Wouldn't it have been closer to come out from the right? I'm not sure.
It would have been.
Ipkai, like, call-in rallies are really strange. Because sometimes it seems like they don't come in from the closest point.
It doesn't know. It's a bit weird. It depends on where the point is, and like there's certain halves and stuff. I'm not sure how they're all calculated properly. But it's something to be aware of. The rally points actually make team games quite interesting because even though, say, you're on a map where your bases are far apart, you can call in all your men on the one side, and you can help your partner out if you want to double the side. So that's like one of the cool things about the rally points.
Yeah, that's particularly influential on rails and metal.
Yeah, exactly. Twister's holding on really well. He gets the half track now, the 251, to reinforce in the field. Good move, so Twister's just going to try and consolidate his position. He's got to be careful, this Grenadier, however. Very low on health.
And Barton needs a mortar or something. Can you believe the MG vet that Twister is collecting?
Yeah, you got a vet 2 and a vet 1. They're doing a really good job with these machine guns. It was a bit like that other tournament we casted where he was playing against Jezelin, and that first game he played as Germans where he just completely shut him down with good MG play.
What is Barton doing just running into this from the front? He's just getting shredded. He needs to come around the back. What's stopping him from using the left-hand side of the map? Either that or get some kind of ranged area of effect unit. He is not surviving with just vanilla, just infantry and guards. Good grief. Twister was so blobbed up there for a while, he could have been punished by nades or mortars.
So Barton's got the 120mm mortar. That's coming on the field. But the problem with the 120mm mortar, it fires really slowly. Each shot is very strong, but it's also not very accurate as well. So he's going to be in a bit of bother, really, trying to clear Twister's hardpoint with the 120mm.
Twister's using the Sonderkraftfahrzeug 222 to protect the flanks. That's exactly what you do when you get a mid-tier mobile unit, like a Puma or a Scout car or something like that, a T-70. Often, when you don't want to use it at the very front line because there are hard counters like guards, you use it on the perimeter to stop any kind of harassment dead in its tracks.
Exactly. And Twister is now taking up to tier 3 as well. So I think he's just going to try and go for tier 3 and then just close the door, nail the coffins shut. He's going to try and do that because that's what you can do with tier 3. If you get it out around this time, it's 11 minutes.
He's just teching the battle phase.
Yeah, he's taking the battle phase, but it doesn't take that long to build the actual tier 3 building as well. So He's on his way to tier 3, and that's going to, punish Barton further because all he's got is guards as AT now.
Oh, here's a good nade, though. Twister tries to micro away, still takes some casualties. And, Barton's desperate. He is now cut off. So
Lovely rifle nade, though.
He only has 1 point actually connected to his base. Oh, I missed that.
the one in the furthest north point of the map. Is
Annihilated a guard squad.
Yeah, with the rifle nade, it was really, really good. Rifle nade shot. So this is the problem as well now, is that Barton, this cutoff is really hard to hold the Soviets. But the other thing as well is that Barton doesn't actually have enough fuel for tier 3 of his own as well. If you go tier 1 and you get punished like this, that heavily, you will need to get AT guns then if the German player decides to get tier 3 as well, because the guards alone are not enough to deal with tier 3.
So Barton managed to pick up the point in front of his base, but Twister's already capped the fuel. So Barton's still fuel starved.
Yeah, and he won't. When he gets to 90 Ps, he will have nowhere near enough fuel to call in T-3485s as well. So this is it. This is quite risky. If you go tier 1 and guard motor and you can't hold on to the map, if you try to go for these M3s and you lose the map control, it doesn't fare well. And as you can see, Twister is building tier 3 now. It's about 60% done. So he'll be building a unit straight away. He probably, if he's feeling confident, Ostwind, if he wants to play it safe, it'll be a P4. And he has enough fuel for both options.
So Barton's got to be looking ahead to the rest of this series, and this is the important number right here, 470. That's Twister's victory points. And if Barton wants a chance to win this, if he's able to do the same thing when the positions are reversed, like stuff Twister with his Wehrmacht play, then he needs more than 470 VPs in Game 2 when he wins to be able to choose Wehrmacht in Game 3. So he's got to be looking ahead to that. So let's all just mental note to self, 470 is the magic number. Maybe someone wants to write it down. In fact, I will. So that could be very important. Wow. Wow. We mentioned yesterday that
Shots
Barton...
fired, man.
Yeah, right? We mentioned yesterday that Barton was training with OMG Pop, and he was claiming that he had some epic replays, blah, blah, blah. All that just went out the window with that chat, didn't it?
Yeah. I don't know, maybe Barton was using that strat and he was, feeling himself about it. He's like, yeah, man, I'm going to be, in that 1,000 euros, baby. I'm going to be able to buy much soup with that. And, he was probably thinking that when he was playing Pop all those times. And then he's like, oh, man, this didn't work out. So, now he's thinking, now as Wehrmacht, he's got to think, okay, what I'm going to have to do is beat this guy down really hard and not lose any VPs.
That's a tough map for Soviets, a real tough map for Soviets in those positions. Yep. And, at 470, it's fair. You got to do, what was done to you, but better. So that's the magic number for Barton if he wants faction choice.
Yeah.
Let's see if he can take it that far. We're going to be right back as we load the replay for game number 2. Alienware Arena Cup, round of 8. SNF Barton. Spam it. You are ordered to. See you in a second.